If you're looking for a regular synthetic wig that has cap size options and cap style options, then this video is for you, because we're going to take a look at Jon Renau Cameron Lite. There are lots of options when it comes to this one, including lots of colors. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook, and I am here with Chiquel to bring you this brief discussion of the world of Cameron, with so many options that if you like a classic bob in regular synthetic fibers, you are going to be able to find something that will work for you within the Cameron series of wigs. Truly, so many options. Chiquel is both an online retailer and an in-person wig shop. They have a few locations in Canada currently. They also have one in Kansas City in the United States. They just announced that one will be opening in Dallas, Texas at some point in 2026, and I know they have plans for more. I just love what they're doing. I love that they do live sales every week with huge discounts. They have an open box clearance section, a name your own price feature at their website. So much going on. They carry all the major name brands. Definitely check them out, put them on your list for a future purchase. I will link this wig in the description box below. I will give you a coupon code that will save you money, and definitely thrilled to be partnering with them. Let's take a look at this Cameron from all sides. I have talked about Cameron before, so I am going to be pretty brief. I reviewed Cameron in the original hand-tied cap a few months back. I can make sure that video is linked below in case this Cameron Lite cap isn't for you. And I will say that the original Cameron was one of the first wigs I ever bought in the beginning of my wig wearing journey, because she is so easy to wear, really beginner friendly. Now these are on the more expensive side because they all the Camerons come in a fully hand-tied cap. The original cap is just slightly different from this one, which is the light cap. I also have a video where I talk about what I do with the lace on a light cap, because I think it needs some trimming. So let's start. Doesn't she? She felt kind of cute there. I really like the way she's looking right now. The lace on the light caps is a little long and it's definitely visible on me. So you can see that lace right there, and it goes all the way down. This is a really unique cap type within the major name brands. And so when I first got my first light wig, which was actually Carrie Lite, which is a human hair wig from Jon Renau, I wasn't really sure what to do about this. So I figured it out, and I cut the lace back a little bit. I do cut the sides back because I do not need this much coverage from my wigs, since I do have bio hair that I can blend. If you don't have any bio hair, you may actually appreciate having this much coverage, and you can always glue this lace down if it doesn't want to, like, it will lift on me if I go to tuck the hair, which is one reason why I cut it back. If you don't like that though, you can always stick with the original Cameron. The lace on that does not do this, and you can watch my video on that one to learn more about it. So Cameron Lite is a lighter version. The cap is lighter, the density is lighter than their original version. That's the biggest difference, I would say, between the light caps and construction. They have a number of styles that they've come out with in light, the light option, some of their most popular wigs. It's a very lightweight wig, very, very lightweight. We do have silicone on those ear tabs. They do have bendable stays. It's all hand tied. The entire cap is 100% hand tied. No closed wefting, really thin, lightweight cap, super realistic. We do have Velcro adjusters in the back. There is also silicone at the nape. And you can remove this silicone. It does have some pretty big stitches, so if you wanted to take a seam ripper, I think you could remove the silicone if you don't like it. Personally, I know many women who struggle with wigs that slide up in the back, and that silicone can really help with that. So I would give it a try before making a decision if you've never tried one. I do find that these light caps stay in place at the nape a lot better because of that silicone. So these are just basically, aside from that lace, which may not show up on you, and so you may actually not mind it. But if you have to trim it, I did it on video, so that video is linked below. And you know, I have so many tips and tricks videos. My #1 goal is to help my wig sister community. I know it's really challenging, and many times we're here unwillingly. I always say we come kicking and screaming because we just want our hair back, and learning how to work with your wigs is going to make a really big difference. And some wigs will need a little bit of customizing, and that isn't a bad thing. These are made in a way that they'll fit the widest population of people. And then when you can make them your own, I promise you're going to enjoy this journey so much more. In addition to a really light density, this wig has no Permatease, so it's not poofy. I was going to say fluffy. Floofy. It's not poofy. It doesn't have a fullness to it that can be really challenging for some new wig wearers, and you really just feel so natural. It just lays really naturally. It doesn't look overdone. It doesn't look, it's the kind of wig you can wear with and without makeup. And if you're new to wig wearing, that might sound a little odd to you, but one of the challenges is wigs can look really polished and really done up. And so if you are someone who either doesn't wear makeup, or you want to be able to wear your wigs on a lazy day when you don't have makeup on, they can sometimes look more wiggy to your eye because of that. So finding wigs that can look good without makeup is sometimes a little bit of a challenge, and I think Cameron pulls it off. She's made with regular synthetic fibers, so we've got lightweight. The cap fits really true to average. I get a lot of extra cap. You can see I can do this. It's because this cap is big on me over the top here. It's fine. It doesn't give me a cone head. I think it settles in nicely, but what that means is you can be a lot bigger than I am in your head measurements and have this still fit you. All of my measurements are in the description box below. It'll take you a little bit of time to sort of figure out what average cap is and how each brand fits, but I would say this is running really true to average. I actually have a blog post at my website where I talk about wig fit, and I'll make sure that's linked below as well in case you're unfamiliar. So in general, Cameron is beloved. She is very popular. The original has been around a long time. I've been wearing wigs for 7 years, and it's been around longer than that. And so I just don't think you can go wrong with this one. If you can afford it, it definitely is at a higher price point, so do keep that in mind. Let's talk about this color. Malibu Blonde 12FS12 is the color code. Another blog post I have, it talks about color, and color can be really challenging. I will show this color outside as well because lighting impacts color more than we can ever imagine. Coming to the wig journey, we did not study our bio hair color the way we study wig color. And so you will find that the color will present differently depending on whether you're indoor or outdoors, whether the lighting inside is cool or warm or fluorescent, or, you know, all the different ways that lighting can be will impact how that color looks. So I really encourage you to look at wigs when you get them in lots of different lighting before you make a decision if it's for you or not. The codes can be really helpful because it can tell you a little bit about the colors that they used. In the case of Malibu Blonde, I don't really think the codes are terribly helpful. This is one of those kind of blend colors with the FS that is a little deceiving. A 12 is technically a light brown on the color chart. Browns go from a 2 to a 12. Blondes start at a 14. So you would think based on the code this would be a brown, but it's not. It is a really kind of a medium blonde. It's a warm medium blonde. It's definitely a little shiny due to the regular synthetic fibers, which will dissipate over time. You can also handle shine with cornstarch and baby powder and dry shampoo. There are a lot of ways to handle shine. I have a video where I talk about that, and it is somewhat rooted. The root is a 12 as well, so it's a little bit darker than the overall presentation of this color, but it is not a dark root. It is a very natural root. It does look like you are a blonde who maybe gets a few little highlights put in your hair. It doesn't look like you're a brunette trying to be a blonde at all. It's not yellow, but it's warm. It's not going to look gray in any lighting. I wouldn't call this a cool color. I would definitely say this is more on the golden side with maybe a little bit of honey. Let's get outside so you can see this color outside. Let me know if you have any questions, but definitely consider, if you're looking for low density, super lightweight, and fully hand tied, I mean, you can't get more natural than that. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Don't forget about Chiquel. All right, we've got Malibu, keep on putting an L in there, blonde. It's gonna look a little shiny. It's brand new out of the box. Synthetic fibers do that. You can manage that. I'm sure I talked about it in my video. I do have a video showing how. We're gonna get in the shade so that you can see it without so much direct afternoon sunlight on it. There you go.